What's up, y'all? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this review. This is one that I've been kind of scared to do. I think this is my only review that I've kind of been scared of. Well, not, yeah, I think this is the only one that a cigar that I chose to smoke on a review. I'm actually scared to smoke it. And that is the Steve Saka Sobremesa Brulee. And the thing is about this particular cigar, it's Ecuadorian Connecticut, which of course everybody know I love. I love Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper. But it's the binder is a Mexican San Andreas Negra, and I want to say it's a filler of Nicaraguan filler. Usually it's a Criollo and Corojo mixture, I think. But this cigar has a sugar tip, which is very interesting, which that kind of makes me not want to smoke it, because it kind of reminds me of an infused type of cigar in the aspects of the sweetness on the tip. However, I don't think there was any infusion amongst the filler tobacco. So I was like, you know what? One of my boys was like, he was like, man, I couldn't get past the first quarter of this cigar. So I was like, well, I might as well at least try it because it's Steve Saka. So we'll see how this goes. Oh man, it does have a sweetness right from the beginning. I'm gonna smoke the first third. I'm gonna come back to y'all, man. This should get real interesting. I can already tell it's about to be interesting. This is about to be an interesting review. All right, wrapping up with the first third. This cigar is a very interesting cigar so far. If I was gonna go like on a 1 to 10 scale, I would say that the presentation, the burn rate, and just the whole look of this cigar is a 10 for sure. Initially, when I first started off with this cigar, it was very, very sweet, like sugar tip. I definitely could taste the sugar on the tip of the cigar a lot. It was very present. However, when I lit the cigar, it had this almost like glazed donut type of sweetness that wasn't bad for actually, as for the time it is right now. It's 8:45 in the morning. This is my first cigar of the day. I think this is a very good morning cigar to start your day off. However, what I've noticed by the time I've got through the first third, the sweetness, like the honey glazed donut type sweetness, like now it's almost like a floral sweetness. And what I did notice with the glazed donut type of sweetness that it had, I noticed that it was a slight hint of like cayenne pepper, like in the back of my throat when I was smoking it. But now, leading into the second third, I can see where this thing is trying to transition into like this whole floral pattern. Still got that sweetness, but it's not as presently sweet as it was before. And now I'm seeing more of the pepper-like burn in the retrohale when I'm actually blowing the smoke out of my nose. So I like where this cigar is going. I think it does have its place for the time of day. I think that this cigar isn't a cigar that you want to smoke after you smoke more cigars. I think this is a cigar that you wake up, you smoke this cigar in the morning before anything touches your palate, or in the evening at night when you're just, you want something just very calm and relaxing, that's not full body, not full strength, but has some complex and some sweet notes that's pretty good. This is not a cigar that I would have felt like I would have smoked again, but it is pretty pleasant, surprisingly. It's a very pleasant cigar for what it is and for what my palate typically enjoys. So I'm gonna smoke the second third and I'll let you know how it goes. But so far I can say presentation and overall burn rate is great. It's a razor sharp burn around, it keeps shaping itself. I do like that the ash is very thick and solid. It's very hard to break, and I tried to break it off at one point and it resisted, so I just let it stay right now. We'll see how long it goes, and I'll come back to you after the second third. All right, coming into the final third of the cigar, that sweetness have completely disappeared, and now you see more cedar and your true Connecticut type of cigar. Like, I think this cigar was actually eventful the whole way through, and it was actually very pleasant and still razor sharp burn. It's great on its construction. I actually will revisit this cigar again, surprisingly. I really didn't think I was gonna like this cigar based on this sweetened tip and all the sweetness that I heard about it, but I think this cigar transitions well. It's a great morning cigar, and it lasts for a good amount of time, which is really good. I do like the length of this cigar, and like I said, it's very, very complex, which a lot of cigars aren't complex as much when they're stronger and more full. I think it is somewhere between that mild to medium, kind of touching that medium, almost touching the medium, and it's very complex and very creamy in this second third. I think it was a very good cigar to try, and I would say I could offer this cigar to someone who is an experienced smoker who smokes a lot of cigars, and then I also would advertise this to people who are new to smoking or trying to step away from the infused line of cigars, because the infused line, they infuse so much of the leaf that it's almost overbearing. I think this would be a very good step up, and this is going to be one that I would recommend for new smokers. Something like how I would push a new smoker into the Monte Cristo White series, or I'll push them into the Caldwell Eastern Standard, or I'll push them into the Rose of Sharon by Southern Draw. Like cigars like that step up, but also experienced smoker could smoke it too and really truly appreciate what the cigar has to offer. So I'm with it. I didn't really think I would be with it, but I do really like this cigar. Okay, on this final third, man, I'm getting down past the band, and it has pretty much remained the same as the initial, the end of the second third. It's still very creamy, very cedar-like. It's more of a normal cigar. When we start talking about Connecticut shade cigars, it's very pleasant. It does have a little bit of pepper on the tip of the tongue now, which is moved up because it was no pepper present on the tip of the tongue until now. I'm giving this cigar a damn good rating because, like I said, it surprised me the whole way through, and not knowing what I was going into was very interesting to me. I will recommend this cigar. Now, this will be one of the standards that I can push people in the direction of when they're new to smoking, trying to leave infused cigars alone, or experienced smokers who want something a little bit more pleasant. I can do this in a morning cigar, this as a morning cigar for sure. It is getting some nicotine kick as well, which is very good to me. I really like that because now I'm feeling this buzzy almost effect. I'm very pleased with this cigar, surprisingly. So yeah, I guess I'll add some more of these to my staple. If you can, try it, Sobremesa Brulee. I'll see y'all later, man. Smoke up.